So how's everyone's lockdown?
I mean, I haven't noticed it. Honestly, at this point, it just feels like one big fever dream. Love it. I love every second of it.
Yeah, same here, to be fair. It kind of just feels like the last lockdown. Like, still working, still don't see people. Just, yeah. Just, it is what it is.
At this point, it is life itself. This is what our life is now.
Yeah.
Gotta get through it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing golfing's down. Golfing's down, Bushby?
Oh, not allowed to play golf at the moment. That's the thing. I mean, yeah, it's winter. I don't really want to play golf anyway. But that's not the point. Like, you know, you're in a field. You're not around anyone apart from your partner, who you're usually miles away from anyway, because, you know. But yeah, it's, I don't know. The government do what the government do. We just follow it, I guess.
The government do what the government do. Wow,
government
that is the most apathetic attitude.
I fully support my government, whatever they do.
I'm sure they do something worthwhile. They get paid money.
I pay them with my money to do things with my money.
Oh my god.
Incredible Instant Adoring Boyfriend!
Yeah.
Oh wait, we should probably introduce ourselves / the podcast.
Oh yeah.
This is your... Oh, sorry, I'll blur that out again. Gav, this is your thing.
This is my time to shine. Hey, I'm Gavin a Laugh. This is one of our Audio Nation podcasts, and we are calling it Would You Watch This With Your Mother? Is that right? I forget the name of this podcast. Would you watch it with your mother? That's it. Well, we're basically going to watch a video, a music video, a film, something vaguely, media-based. And we're going to basically watch it, review it, and ask the ultimate question, would you watch it with your mother? Which, I mean, it's been on everybody's lips.
That's the ultimate question.
It is the ultimate question.
Nothing else is the ultimate question.
I mean, there's philosophers out there asking what the meaning of life is, but that's not even close to the ultimate question. This is it.
No. Would you watch it with your mum? Back in ancient Greece, they were sitting down being like, right, mother, there's something I want to show you.
Oh, boy.
And not all of it includes greased up muscle men.
But most of it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Do you want to introduce ourselves?
But yeah, I'm Gavin a Laugh. I'm a streamer on Twitch. I also do some stuff on YouTube. And these are my two boys, Barnes and
hello,
Bushby. Do you want to introduce yourselves, or are you good?
Long-haired man, introduce yourself. Not this long-haired man, that long-haired man.
What? There's two of us.
Come on, Curly.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Luke or Bushby or either one. I'm a general musician, and although no music at the moment because lockdown. So yeah, that's it. That's me. It's easy enough, really.
Yes, I like how you casually just slide the music like away. It's not like your band has 10,000 plus monthly listeners on the spoofy.
They're not real guitars. They're just they're cardboard.
Yeah, this is all just a cardboard background. It's meant.
He pays other people to do his music as well.
Oh,
yes,
brilliant.
Yes, I'm Barnes. I do various internet-based things, including putting together some of Gab's videos. I have other channels.
What a legend.
I may or may not link them. Who knows? There we go. Fun fact, we all used to live together and we survived.
Yes, 2 years in a house that was falling apart underneath and on top of us and all around us.
Yeah, basically every aspect of that house was crumbling. But we survived.
Yeah. No, oh god, I'm really surprised that house didn't actually fall down when we were there.
Same. You
Well,
make
like,
it sound like
remember-
we're in a war zone, by the way. We lived in
There
a
was-
perfectly reasonable town and city.
It was
Like-
just Hull.
Yeah.
Perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable.
There was no
Yes.
reason for it to be as shit as it was. Let's just put it this way.
No, I see. I still remember there was that archway upstairs that was fine when we moved in, and at the end it had completely cracked and moved, like
Yeah.
with the house. Like, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we get to our first piece of media?
Yeah.
Come on, Bushby.
So,
You're setting us up this week.
Yeah. Well, I subjected these two to something. Bushby, if you want to introduce it.
Okay, so it's essentially your very own virtual perfect boyfriend who's always dishing out compliments, cancels lad time to spend with you, stays topless for lengthy periods, remembers your parents' anniversary, and reads a lot of magazines. Nothing is too much for you, his perfect partner. The creators really wanted to make you feel like you're in the room with him, so they've used a microphone turned up so loud you hear every individual sound coming out of the room, from magazine pages to the iron that's not plugged in. So,
baby.
be sure to put that expensive surround sound system to good use for the best experience. In short, this is basically an ASMR DVD from a time before ASMR was cool. The ultimate simp ASMR experience is here.
Woo!
Thank you.
And that is, for the record, because I noticed we didn't mention what it was actually called.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
The Incredible Instant Adoring Boyfriend.
Mm.
Also, I should also clarify that we take turns every week subjecting each other to something weird. Well, not weird. Who knows? It might not be weird.
I mean, this is the
So
first
knowing-
week we're playing with the format. We'll get it so that it doesn't have to be explained in 3 different times before you get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I subjected you guys to this, I'm gonna go through some information I managed to dig up. Surprisingly little information about this. I could only find 2 articles.
There's fuck all on this, isn't there? It's almost like they tried to bury it, and I wonder why.
Yeah, it's not like it's really weird and really, really, really creepy at times.
Well.
Let's go. Let's let Barnaby talk.
Okay, so here are some facts, and I've in my Word document it's facts all caps. Though I can't verify these sources, so I don't actually know. Okay, so this was supposedly released in 2002. It was produced by a group called the Lagoon Group. Apparently, they make sort of like board games.
They do make board
However-
games and stuff, weirdly.
Yes, they do. But however, this product is no longer on their website. So they've also tried to bury it. I bought my copy for 50p in a CEX. So if you don't live in the UK, CEX is secondhand media shop. Though the original asking price in the US was $13.98 for the DVD.
Bargain.
and
Really?
$9, yes. And $9.98 for the VHS copy. That's quite a bit of money.
I
To be
mean,
fair, I
30
thought it was a
minutes of
rip-off.
media, come on, worth it, right?
No, that
good
like
content.
50p from CEX is a rip-off. Like $13. That's nah.
Well, it's 50p on top of the look of pity that you get when you buy it.
You gotta remember
yeah,
this
I
was
guess.
2002 as well. It was
Yeah, adjust that for inflation.
mhm.
God, yeah.
So, according to the sales manager, or the US sales manager, apparently, this actually sold very well. They're not really like specific with numbers. They remain pretty vague, but they say that quote, customers have been ordering, so retail customers have been ordering 12 to 18 copies in a week for an unspecified amount of time, which I
was
find
1
quite
week.
terrifying.
Well, that was the only week they sold those, and these were the only buyers. Oh, God.
According to the Lagoon creative manager, so whatever that means, the script was supposedly written by a woman, and it was meant to represent what women want. Though I can't find any verifiable information or names attached to the script, so I can only assume that the creative manager, who is a man, also wrote this.
No, actually, there was an article I posted in the Discord that told you who the creative managers were, and it was genuinely written by a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was the woman that wrote it? Because all I could find was the creative manager.
I think it does say in the article, but I can't get it up right now because it would fuck up everything.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to have a look.
I'll post a big screenshot of the article to prove who was right. I'll give a fake imaginary point to who was right.
It was one of the only reviews / like promotion things I could find, and it was from 2003, and it was on Fox News, and they were genuinely bragging about it, and they had somebody come in to talk about it from Match.com or something, and they were like a creative dating expert something, and I was like, what is this role? It was like love expert matcher or something ridiculous.
Yes, I have the actual quote from the matchmaker who said that this is perfect for, quote, frustrated singles seeking love and company, but coming up empty. And also, quote, this could be an incredible training tool for men. They could buy this tape, listen to what women envision a perfect boyfriend being, and then learn to copy that behavior. We'll save any red flags that you guys are getting for a tiny little bit. Let's see, one tiny little fact. Has everyone here seen Peep Show?
Yes.
I know what you're referring to, actually. I saw the episode yesterday, and I was like, wait, no, what?
I'm lost, but please explain.
Okay, so the guy, there's only one actor in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The incredible instant adoring boyfriend. And he is played by a British actor called Brody Bass. Actually, I've watched it with these two before when we all lived together, and there were many debates in the house over whether or not the man was Australian, from New Zealand, because his accent is so weird, but he is apparently a British man.
Surprising.
And outside of this, he is best known for his role as a character called Jude, otherwise known as Drug Addict, in Season 3, Episode 5 of Peep Show, entitled Jurying.
God.
As a character who appears on screen for what, Bushby? About 5 seconds in total?
Well, he's in it quite a lot, but he doesn't say a single word. I think there's only the occasional shot where he's, by himself, and it's for literally half a second. He's just always floating around in the background, not saying anything.
Does he not ask Mark for a spliff at one point? I'm pretty sure.
Not that I remember. I'm sure he literally just doesn't say a word.
Can we edit in this clip of him just existing in anything other than this DVD? Because I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, because I had a look as well. Because apparently he's been in quite a lot until, is it 2009? His last thing. He kind of just disappeared for an entire decade.
Is that when people discovered Instant Adoring Boyfriend and he decided to take to the...
Well, I don't know. I mean, because that was his first IMDb credit, so...
Oh my god.
What?
He does yoga now.
This explains so much.
His website is called Brody Bass. I'm posting it in the Discord. I'll put a screenshot later.
Ooh.
It's called... His website's called Brody Bass, but it's called Yoga Brody.
Hang on, I can get it up on my phone. Let's have a look.
Oh, no.
Big topless picture of him.
Just a big topless picture of him. He's finally sorted his hair out, though, which is quite nice.
Oh, boy. I already want to see this. I want to see this monstrosity. Oh my god, it is him.
It's him.
It's actually a decent website. What?
It's the first thing that comes up when you search his name.
Oh my god.
Well, fair enough. Maybe he's finally found his true, calling, his real career path. But...
I am actually glad for him, because I wanted to specify we're not making fun of him. It's just that he's literally not been in anything other than Peep Show and some random other films.
And when the most notable thing is instant adoring boyfriend, you feel for his career. You want him to do something bigger. And if you haven't, go watch that bloody thing after this because you'll understand why. It's on YouTube if you can't find it, or if you really want to, go buy a DVD because you won't.
I don't know. I think
you're gonna say
it's
don't buy
free
the DVD
on YouTube. Yes, don't buy it.
Yeah, it's a piece of history at this point. It's a collectible.
so. I just want to clarify if you didn't get it from the description. It is literally a man. I guess it's from a POV of you, and you're staring straight forward as this man comes into frame and just pretends to be your boyfriend for half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And a very menacing thing about this DVD that I only found out by accident. So when you put the DVD into your DVD player or PS4, whatever you're using, it doesn't have menus. It just loops. It constantly loops.
Mm-hmm.
And I once put this on. I think I was going to try and do a video on it. I put it on in the living room when we all lived together. And I left the house for about good 2-3 hours. I had to leave all of a sudden. When I came back, Bushby and another housemate were sitting really just angry in the living room, and the DVD was still on I don't know what number of loop it was.
Yeah. We did that more than once. We left that video. We used to just leave it on.
Mm.
It's a good experience. So, anyway, I guess that brings us to the question, what did you guys think?
Well, for me, it creeped me out. I can't lie. It was fucking weird, but I loved it. I've never felt more uncomfortable yet laughing at the same time. I think is the only way I could describe my experience of watching that. I don't know about you guys.
I kind of felt like so you know when you see like a movie with like a serial killer and and he's trying to pretend everything's normal, but you're like captive, you're strapped to a chair, completely bound, can't talk, and it felt like that. It felt like this guy had just kidnapped me and he was just saying all this stuff, and it's like, well, if I disagree with him, he's going to kill me.
That is exactly how I feel, word for word.
It's just where he essentially just stares straight into the camera, and I don't know what it is. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, even looking on his yoga website, like, it's something about, there's something behind his eyes, where it's like, he's got the nicest face in the world, but he just, I don't know, there's like some, it's almost, it makes me understand how, like, say, Ted Bundy's victims must have felt. Because it's like, the guy is really... No, he's attractive, he's charming, but it's just every now and then you go, oh, okay, yep, there's something more sinister at play here.
Well, that's one way to describe it, I guess.
Just
that's the extreme one.
The other vibe I get from this, and we will get back to the serial killer point, but the other vibe I get from this is I don't know how... There's a genre of video on YouTube which is entitled gay porn but without the porn. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
No, I'm not familiar.
Yes. I think we've spent many an evening watching this.
There's a genre on YouTube, Gavin, that is called gay porn without the porn.
Right.
In which it is what it is. It's gay porn without the porn. The quality of the video, the quality of the acting in this really gives me gay porn without the porn vibes.
Right.
Where I feel like at any moment he is just going to fully strip and it's just going to be porn.
I had a slightly different view on this. So I was watching it with somebody the other day who actually watches like ASMR videos. And for people that don't know what ASMR is, it's basically like videos that are designed to like send tingles down your body, and like people have like triggers and things that like help them, and they're normally whispering into a camera. And it's like picking up all the noises around them. And there's a whole category of ASMR apparently called ASMR, like boyfriend-girlfriend roleplay. And that is very much what I thought this fits into. That's what this is in a nutshell. This is just somebody, because if you've listened to the microphones in it, like we said in the description, it picks up every single aspect of the room. It doesn't matter what, like, the page turning, the fucking iron, the ruffling of the trousers. Like, this is just ASMR from, like, 2002. And then, like, 10, 11 years later, ASMR, like, became a thing on YouTube and it suddenly grew. This was just back then. The audience just existed. It just didn't have a platform to come through. That's how I kind of see it. And by God, is it
what
cringe.
you're trying to say is that this was ahead of its time?
Yes. In a really fucking weird way.
Okay. So, you think they should bring it back? Blu-ray release?
Honestly, I feel like they could make money off this if they put it on YouTube themselves. And not the person who's re-uploaded it. And they just titled it ASMR or something. I reckon they do better.
Yeah, though unfortunately I think the company has purged everything to do with this.
Yeah, I think it has.
From existing.
To be honest, I don't think they intended to make an ASMR video. I think they just had the elements before they knew what to do with it.
Yeah. You know how, Bushby, you were saying that he looks like a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
I think the actor, Mr. Brody, does look like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But the character he's playing, I don't know. Even outside of the serial killer vibes, there's also, like, a lot of, like, relationship red flags, you know? My particular example is the bit where he calls whoever you are, whoever the POV character is boss, cancels work for them, books a holiday, and then says, "Oh, I've already packed your bags as well."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some worrying moments where he's there, like, I've checked your calendar, you're not doing anything, which is a little bit manipulative. But then there's also some, like, worrying, like, psychopath level vibes in that he's like incredibly successful, yet he does nothing. And like, I don't know how much I trust him.
No, he seems to, like, always bring up, like, how much money he's got.
He's got a lot of money.
He does, apparently, and he's always buying stuff. Like, I mean, he bought a very nice gift from Harrods at one point. But it's just, why does he keep bringing it up so much? And why is he, it's just...
Where did he get the money from? His other victims?
But I do think there is also the aspect of that the people who made this, they really wanted this to be the perfect man. And by God, is it impossible to be this man. I know there's like a comment that you said earlier on that they were like, maybe men can learn from this. And it's like, do I want to learn from this situation? This man is literally controlling his girlfriend. He doesn't let her do anything for herself. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know. I also get other, like, sociopath vibes from the amount of whipped cream he fucking puts on that cake.
Oh God, that is exactly the worst. What I'm talking about. That is the worst way to apply whipped cream ever. Like, it's just horrible. It's the eye contact he makes as well when you just can't take your eyes anywhere off it. Like, I was pissing myself at that bit.
Can we put that clip in as well?
Yes, 100%.
I'll put any clip that you want me to talk about in there.
Oh God, yes.
Any other memorable moments? I like the moment where he sits and reads a magazine for about 3 to 4 minutes.
I like the part where he picks up a DIY book and reads it like a fucking novel.
No, can we just point out, like, how many times he actually reads a magazine in this? Like, I would say half of this entire thing is just him reading some form of magazine or like, DIY manual, and why?
Because it's the trigger, isn't it? It's to make you feel like you're in the room, but also people like the noises of paper.
Now that you've said that, I've never genuinely thought that this product might have some other ulterior motive other than being a cheap, like, cash-in on dating. But now that you've said it, yeah, it is kind of weird that all the microphones in this are specifically geared.
It's so
to pick
loud
up
as
every
well.
single sound. I do have another explanation for it, though.
Right, go on.
You know how he takes his shirt off a lot?
Yep.
And how that would impede him wearing a lapel mic, so a mic that he can strap onto his shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the other explanation is that they just use cheap surround sound microphones.
So the reason it sounds like ASMR is just because the audio equipment is so cheap.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair.
Though, if it was genuinely a piece of attempted ASMR, ahead of its time.
Again, it would make sense because people do enjoy this stuff. Like, and I can't imagine that it just randomly appeared in 2010 or whenever it was that ASMR boomed. There must have been people that were into this stuff way before. Like, it's a human, like, experience more than anything. Like, your body shakes to certain noises and sounds and stuff. So people must have been feeling that way.
I guess, but no, never mind. How do you get a job like this?
Yeah, how do you? I assume they were just like went through like local acting agencies and were like, yeah, we've got this new hip dating product for people that are lonely and single. And interestingly, in that Fox News article that I read, they were talking about doing like a load of CD-ROMs was like a dating game thing for people, but I couldn't find anything else to do with it.
Yeah, I saw that as well, and I've spent a good couple months researching this, and I cannot find a single mention of this supposedly was like a interactive game.
Yeah,
where you got like emails or texts. No mention of this product existing anywhere.
They clean slated this. They do not want to be associated with it.
Yes. Is it a bad thing though?
It's a shame.
Really?
I really wanted to find it.
Think of the money that they could make if they just uploaded it, though. As Gav said,
I don't know. They might need to update the transitions, the love heart flowing across the screen.
I love the scene.
Dare you?
What do you mean?
In fact, on the video version of this podcast, when transitioning to the next segment, I'm going to use that. That exact transition.
Alright, okay, cool. Sweet.
What have you done? What have you created? A monster. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's too good. Too powerful. Too strong.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
Oh, I've just remembered as well, going back to the red flags.
Oh no.
There's a point where he's talking about how he watches asleep.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah. Like, I mean, I think, because, like, hearing it, I think they were meant to make it sound like it was all cute, and it's all like, yeah, I think you're even more attractive first thing in the morning, but really just comes across as, I watch you sleep.
I think this is one of those moments where what people think sounds cute doesn't necessarily translate to everybody finding it cute.
Yeah.
Clearly, whoever wrote this had an idea in their head of what their perfect man should be like. And that's what they wanted.
I don't know. It seems like, I mean, obviously, you say it probably, maybe, who knows, written by a female. But it really sounds like it's written by a guy thinking this is what women think guys should be like and act like. And
but is this also just because it hasn't aged well? This is 2002.
I'm entirely convinced that it is written by a man who had just gone through a breakup, and this was like his spite release. Everything that he thought he should have done in the relationship, he just like slid into this video.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What, including the point of attending a mind reading class?
Yes.
Like, that was a thing. I was like, I had no idea that thing fucking existed.
Oh my God.
I really hope it doesn't.
It doesn't.
But goes to a mind reading class so he knows when it's appropriate to, give her an old bonking in the morning. So apparently, that's what it is. It's like, well, I want to have sex with you, but why does he go to mind reading class?
I like that.
I don't know.
It just sounds creepy, though.
It's not there to give us more of a connection so that we can be on a more intimate level. It's so I can know when to fuck you, love. That's
pretty much, yeah.
That's literally it.
Oh god. Right. It's time to ask the difficult questions.
Oh no.
Time to ask some difficult questions, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me.
So, I get so at the end of every podcast, after we've had a nice little discussion, I'm going to ask, well, someone will ask 3 difficult questions. We've not really set any criteria to these 3 difficult questions, so it could be just a clusterfuck. But the first one is it good?
Bushby, do you want to start with this one?
Yeah. I would say it depends on, well, the definition of good. and what you'd actually like kind of advertise it as. Because if like
let's say for what it was intended, so it was intended to be a video for lonely people, lonely women, lonely men who are interested in men, so they wouldn't feel so alone at the end of an evening. Is it a good video for that criteria? Let's say with that.
I would say yes, but it'd probably, I think it's almost like too much. It's too perfect, too everything, and it's condensed into 30 minutes as well. And I say with the DVD, it loops round constantly as well. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it could either get people's hopes up a bit too much, or it could just, you know, create psychopaths. So it's yeah. I'm good. I think it's good.
You think it's good?
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with it. Like, yeah.
My criteria of good would be, does it achieve what the creators said it was trying to achieve?
Well,
on the one hand, trying to be like a companion piece for somebody who's lonely, I do think it's quite tongue-in-cheek, and I think anyone that buys that is going to have even in the past, is going to have a level of like self-awareness to what they're doing. Mm-hmm. However, if we take it by the criteria of Matchmaker.com, that men should learn from this.
Oh boy.
I'm going to say that's pretty bad. So yeah. I'm going to go for middling, depending on what you're using it for.
I think we should also point out that we are not necessarily the target audience right here. We are not lonely females looking for a man.
I don't know, gay men.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, other people, but me and Bushby in particular, we're not the target audience.
No.
So we should make that perfectly clear before we start criticizing this and be like, yeah, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're not the ones that are like, this is aimed at necessarily, but I do think, in my opinion, it's okay for like, you know, a one-time thing if you're lonely and you want something to maybe pick you up and you go, as a guy. I don't think it would work for long term though. I think it's got a very limited replay value, and if you're watching it for genuine like loneliness, I feel like there might be better ways out there these days. But back in 2002, I don't know, the internet wasn't as good. Not as many people had access to the internet. I think it was good for the time. Definitely very limited in the fact that you can only watch it for 30 minutes, which is not a long time. You can't get a lot of loving in that time. It's a bit of a yikes for the most part, though. It's very creepy, and like Barnaby said, I wouldn't want to be taking too many lessons from this. Yeah.
Right. Next question. The second most important question. Where does this rank on your personal what the fuck factor? So I'm going to go first. I have seen a lot of horrible, weird things. So on my what the fuck factor, I'm going to scale this pretty low. I'm going to give this a what the heck pretty factor. I think I started you guys pretty light.
I think you did. I think it was quite tame.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to say it's still pretty weird. It's definitely towards the middle of my what the fuck factor. But it's not got me going like, this is totally ridiculous, because I know things like this exist. I just think the way they recorded it, and the staring people down, and the page turning, it's just a bit too fucking weird to not be any lower. It has to be middle of the range, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, to be fair. It's it's like an almost good idea done horribly wrong.
On a budget that's so cheap you can't do anything good level. That's how cheap it is.
It's one of those, like, watching it, as say, from not the intended target audience point of view, there was times I was like laughing at it, especially the whipped cream scene. Like I was in tears with that. I found it more funny than anything else. Like it was just, I mean, at times it was kind of sickening, and sometimes it was like, yeah, this guy's gonna reach through the screen and strangle me to death.
It was very cringy.
It was, yeah, like, yeah, it's kind of low middle type on the scale. I'd put it. Yeah,
I feel like it leans more towards the cringe than the totally fucking random and what the fuck side.
Yeah.
All right, now time for the most important question. Gav.
Yes.
Would you watch this with your mum?
Oh god. See, I've been thinking about this, and purely based on the relationship I have with my mother, me and my mum, we like a joke. We like to watch stupid things. I think I probably would, but not as like lonely people, but as in people having a laugh at a poorly made film or video, and asking my mum like, is this the kind of guy you want? And that kind of situation. I think I probably would watch it with my mum, but purely to have a laugh at it. What about you, Bushby?
I think I'm gonna have to pretty much mirror what you've said. To be honest, it's I'd say it's one of those things you put it on to kind of be like, hey, what do you think of this, mum? Or, just having a laugh about it, not as in, well, you're lonely, you need to watch this.
Yeah, you're just going up to your mum. Mum, I know you've been single for a while. I've got you this. It'll help you through the dark times.
Yeah, it's one of those, just be like, yeah, this is funny. It hasn't aged well. I don't even know if back in 2002 it was good, but
it hadn't aged well then. It was just fine.
Yeah, but no, I'd 100% watch this with my mum, because like, well, you could so easily as well. Like, I think something like this, you could turn it into like a drinking game or something.
Oh god, yeah.
So you could expand it further, like watch it with friends and stuff, and like...
I like the idea that Lagoon Games wanted to wipe this from the center of the earth, but then you're really like, we can turn this into a drinking game. We can market this.
I can't believe we haven't, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
we could do it.
Yeah.
We could make this.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my god.
And then what about you, Lance?
No.
No.
I don't have the same relationship with my mother that I do as you two. My mother is a fairly... she's very lovely. Very modern in some ways. Very not modern in other ways. A very sometimes conservative German woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would start asking questions that I don't feel like answering. So,
yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Like, what do I do with my free time?
Yeah, I definitely...
So, no. There you go.
That's fair. So we've got
That's
two yeses and a no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like it does take a very special mother to enjoy a video like this and not just think you're fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But all mothers are special, are they not?
That is true. Yeah. You just have to have a particular temperament to get through this video. But yeah.
Anyway.
It's an adoring boyfriend. Go watch it if you haven't already. It's on YouTube. It's literally just have to type in "It's an adoring boyfriend." There's no other videos called that. Don't you worry. And
you say that, but there is actually other videos called that because somebody did a piss take back in the very early internet. Hang on, let me find
very early
out.
internet. Can we get a time date on
that? Okay, incredible instant adoring boyfriend. There are actually other versions of this. I
don't know why I'm
instant adoring
I'm
instant adoring boyfriend starring Joseph Petka. We're gonna find out who that is now.
Oh my god!
Has he been in Peep Show as well?
No, this guy's American.
Shame.
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of...
He has quite a large IMDb page compared to Brody Bass.
You know what? We'll link it. We'll link it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in What Women Want as Man on Street.
Ah, that iconic role.
Yes.
But yeah.
Anyway, how are you guys feeling after that?
I enjoyed this. Are we gonna be doing this every week? Did we say?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Nice. Perfect.
Is this part of the conclusion, or is this
I thought this was
off
gonna be part of the
camera?
conclusion, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping this all in. This is good.
fine.
Whatever. Make me look like an idiot. Well, who's next?
It doesn't have to be. Who's next? I don't know. Take it. This is off camera. We'll just cut this bit.
No.
Fuck.
Fine, we're back on camera.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay, what do you guys think? This is totally not the second time we're doing this. Because I'm a fucking idiot.
What did we guys think of this episode?
Oh, I meant more of the product, but yeah, this episode, I don't know. I have to edit it.
I like that this is just an edited section at the end.
I genuinely
Yes.
can't tell if Bushby is frozen or if he's holding that.
I think
he's holding that.
frozen.
Wait.
At
Really?
least it was in the conclusion.
Oh,
The
yeah.
annoying thing is that he's going to be still talking. No, you're recording. So I'm going to have the audio of him being like, guys, where have you gone? But in video, he's not going to be here.
I have a funny feeling we should probably end this and then we could just crop in something in a minute because this is going to take a while to fix out. Yeah,
I'm probably going to run and get some dinner. Or
that's
make
fine.
dinner.
Bushby's dead.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my god, he's
He's
back!
back.
Hello.
We can do an ending. We
Hello.
can do an ending.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like, I was talking to you guys the whole time.
Yeah, you
Like,
looked
because
frozen,
nothing had
Magnus.
frozen on my end.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh no, Alex is frozen now. Oh no, he was taking the piss.
I was being a Bushby. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, it was really annoying. Like, I was talking to you guys for ages and like, wait, what? Something's different. And they're like, oh yeah, it's frozen. Beautiful. Fucking man.
Right, should this be an ending?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's just
All right.
say we're going to do this weekly.
Yes.
Each week, one of us is going to come in with a different either anime, film, music video, and we'll sit through, we'll talk about it, and like we said, we'll rate it.
I'm gonna go make some burritos now.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
I'm gonna go heat up
Spicy
some
burritos.
rice.
I'm going to go get some food, and then I'm going to stream.